What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're jumping right back into the GKtech Nissan Hardbody. Been a little bit since we've been working on it. We have a lot of things going on with other cars and we've been waiting on parts. Today's a very special video. We have a certain company helping us out with this build, and I'm happy to announce that we're back in the game with Action Clutch. Years back, we were sponsored by Action Clutch when they were a smaller company, and we haven't really done much. I do run their Stage 2 setup on my IS300. I was going back and forth with Matt from Action Clutch. Super cool guy, and the company overall super helpful and super thankful that they're willing to work with us on this build. I was talking to them about our power goals and what we were running on this truck, the little single jingle that we have, and they recommended the Stage 3 clutch. Not only that, they gave us a 15% off discount code for you guys with code STATIC. So I'll make sure to leave it down below for everybody to use and enjoy. And let's show you guys what we have. Sup, dog? Yo. Sup, dog? So what we got going on here, buddy boy?
You know, a little Stage 3 action from Action Clutch.
Damn, shit. Yeah, this was bars, bro. Got that sleep yesterday and still came in today.
And Danny said I wasn't gonna come in today.
I'm like, bro, you're gonna be hella hurting. We're gonna be doing a bunch of transmission upgrades to make sure this transmission handles the power, and hopefully it doesn't blow up on the dyno when we make the power goals that we want. So I'll be giving you guys a full rundown of what we have so far. Obviously, we have the Action Clutch. We have the Stage 3, which is the 6-puck, super nice, gonna give us the clamping force that we need. This clutch is from a 300ZX, and it bolts right up to the D21 flywheel, which is an upgrade that a lot of the truck guys and the 240 guys run. Even though this motor is the same as the early model 240s, the flywheels are different. These are slightly bigger, so it gives you more surface area for the clutch, and a lot of 240 guys use the truck flywheel and clutch to get that nice upgrade. We're not going crazy and going with a lightweight flywheel. We're going with an OEM Luck flywheel. This is only about like $50 to $60, super cheap. These motors do have a decent amount of vibration, so this is going to be absorbing a lot of that. The whole point of this truck is we wanted to be performance oriented, but at the same time, we wanted to drive really smooth. This is going to ensure that, especially with the stock motor mounts and tranny mounts. Aside from this combo, we're going to be upgrading the Detent springs with the GKtech shifter springs. So this is going to be really nice, give that transmission a nice feel. Last but not least, we're going to be upgrading the shifter to a Megan Racing one, which all the 240 guys run. So it's gonna be nice to have everything set up and upgraded. Damn thing looks brand new, bro. It looks like it just got remanufactured. I already undid all the connectors, so this thing is ready to be pulled out. This guy never shows up, so we gotta put him to work. Gotta make his time worthwhile, you know?
Always remove your water pump pulleys.
One thing that I don't like is we were test fitting the spark plug wires, and I think we're just gonna be making our own custom ones because these are just way too long and we like to have it nice and fitted. Someone's using a jackhammer outside, so I apologize if you guys hear that in the background. It's kind of loud. This is gonna be the fastest engine pull ever. Those are flywheel bolts?
Yeah.
This motor has been rebuilt before, so a lot of the clutch bolts are mismatched. So we're gonna go to the store real quick, get some new ones. As long as they're hardened, they'll be fine. Definitely recommend getting either OEM or ARP, and we're gonna be swapping them over when we get them, when the motor's ready to be pulled out again. When are we going off-roading in this thing? What size tires are those? 35. We gotta build an off-road rig.
Put the 2J in here instead?
Nah, you're not down.
I'm not.
The ARP pressure bolts for these KAs, it's about like $14 for the whole kit, so we're most likely going to end up getting that too. We're just trying to get everything fitted, making sure everything bolts on properly. Junior wants to ball out on everything because that fool got that money.
I know.
Whoa, fool!
You couldn't find the fucking flywheel bolts. You didn't even look.
We need ARP to handle all the 200 horsepower.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be talking, okay?
He didn't say nothing.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Trying to instigate.
You're a gaslighter, bro.
You are. You're always in the background. Yeah.
Perfect spot to work on a tranny right here.
Why are you holding like that? That's the output shaft, not the input.
This is the location for the D10 springs. We're going to be popping off both sides and replacing the springs with these guys. Look how much springs we have.
Yeah, so you can adjust how much you want it.
We're going to make it stiff, right?
This one's softer. and this one's more stiff.
The smaller one, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna run this one with this one inside.
All you gotta do is just put it inside. Once you put it inside, all you gotta do is just tighten it down, and that's pretty much it.
But what's crazier on that, like that shifter, because it's a truck shifter, like it will shape like, so the shifter could be more towards you.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna be like this now. But since I'm gonna run buckets and I'm gonna run a little closer to the steering wheel, so it'll be fine.
The shifter setup is a little confusing. So those old bushings have to be cut out. Luckily we got a Dremel, cut that thing off, and then start mounting everything. But as far as the adapter plate, it does sit a little bit tight, so we're gonna have to hammer it on with a mallet and tighten everything down.
Where's the other bushing go? Hey, where's the other bushing go? Doesn't say.
Wait. Yeah, well, how does it feel?
Oh, I have to take this off now.
Why?
Because of the other bushing.
How is it?
Yes, sir.
So what do you have going on now, Danny?
We gotta put the circ clip in.
Stay focused. Stay alive.
Perfect.
Oh.
That's why yours rattles.
Fuck, I don't know. Go, hurry. Hurry.
Oh, it was the 2x4 we had holding the block up.
No, there's something else. Something else.
There's something else over here.
No, I didn't.
Yes, it did, fool.
How the hell are we gonna do this with the trans?
It'll be fine. Alright. We did it, guys.
This thing is gonna be so sweet when it's running. We can also get a better view of how we're gonna have the wastegate recirculating into the exhaust. So we're gonna have the downpipe going down, and then the wastegate is gonna just join in here, and then just flow down to the back of the truck.
I want to see it. I want to see it actually work.
It works.
It's in the fridge.
Go get the sourdough bread.
Bread? For real?
Yeah,
Watch.
we gotta get the pilot bearing out.
Dude, you'll see.
It's funny how it went from Nick's idea to, okay, Danny.
Okay, dude, I trust you, but I'm just gonna do it.
Damn, fool, we're fucked.
Alright, we just busted, so that does not work, guys. It's like feeding ducks. Ooh! This is my first time ever doing it. I just wanted to see if it worked.
You do not want to touch the clutch material at all.
Shout out to Action Clutch for sponsoring the clutch.
It looks badass.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate all the help, you know, we can get because it's a lot of money, man. Now we're just gonna be putting on the throwout bearing and bolting up the transmission. And that's when the fun begins, trying to get this thing inside the car. Lift this up a little bit.
2 hours later. 5 hours later.
Tranny's bolted on. It was kind of finicky because we didn't really clean up the input shaft. So it was kind of tight to go in, especially when both things were in the air. So we finally got it all bolted down. We're gonna be removing everything. I'm gonna be polishing it up, you know, putting some grease on it when we put it back together, when we're replacing all the bolts for the flywheel and pressure plate. But just a test fit, we don't have the backing plate for the engine. So we're gonna have to order that regardless. So there's a lot of things that we still need to take apart.
All right, so we're running into a couple problems. The shifter's in the way. We don't want to basically take it off again because it was hard to put back in and it's just super tight in there, that plate. And the original plan I had when I was doing all the fabrication and the bodywork, it was to cut this off. So they'll say when the base painted and we're putting this back in, we don't run into the problems we're running into now. So me and Danny are just sitting here and thinking, how can we do it? And this is gonna be the only way.
This trans isn't a pain in the ass to remove, but we're always gonna have to do it from the ground.
This motor is gonna come out 2 or 3 more times. We're gonna pull it out, we're gonna dial everything in, make sure everything's all torqued down, oil pan, some bolts we have to do to the tranny and all that, then put it back in.
Pulling trannies off the ground gets so annoying. We've done it hundreds of times. If we didn't plan on cutting that radiator support, then we would just put the tranny underneath and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. We wanted the top of the radiator support to be removable, so time to chop that shit. Damn, son.
He knows.
He knows.
Oh yeah, your bond that came off.
Got him.
Really?
Yeah. So now I just gotta swing the motor.
Alright guys, so after a whole day, already got the motor in there.
Nightmare. I don't know what's wrong with this truck, bro. Yeah, I feel like it's something so dumb I'm embarrassed to talk about it. So I'll let you talk about it.
So there's a problem. She was telling us what to do. We listened to her, and that's why it took us all day.
Did.
First issue was getting the motor in with the trans.
So we cut this,
So we cut this right here.
which we plan to do anyways.
Yeah, and then fabricator's gonna make brackets, whatever. We put the motor in, we bolted down. You guys seen Jeremiah was here helping us, and he fucked up too.
Yeah, he did. He did.
The motor was like this.
Because there's two spots to mount the motor mounts on this side.
Yeah, because you can mount either forward
Yeah, backward.
or back.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be back,
Yeah.
not forward. So when me and Danny went under there and we started putting the cross member for the trans,
The transmission was crooked.
yeah, the transmission was crooked.
He said just keep pushing it.
Yeah, he's like,
and
"Keep
force it in
pushing
there.
it." So every time you'll push it and let go, it will bounce back to the passenger side.
We just had to loosen everything up,
Everything up.
and then push it into
Yeah.
place. We have to just leave everything loose, set everything into place, and then tighten them down. I think the main thing is that we didn't know where anything was underneath the car, so we were looking for bolts. The cross member was filthy because Junior doesn't like cleaning it, and just a bunch of stuff, right? So it was just a pain in the ass to figure out where everything went because we rushed it. And we both came to the conclusion that when we take things apart, moving forward with all our future builds, we cannot rush taking the engine out.
Because basically all the screws on this motor, when it's like fully done, they're all gonna be new. We had to go through everything and get new bolts.
Yeah, we want ARP hardware. We want everything Superman.
Pull the motor out quick. We had other people here helping us, and shit just got misplaced everywhere.
Definitely need to get this thing fabbed up. Now there's the little bits. We have the transmission in, the clutch, flywheel, all that good stuff. Now we just have to do the little stuff to get it ready for the fabricator. And it's just a waiting game. Fabricator will knock this thing out within a week or two. Once that's done, it's on us. We're gonna probably start the fuel system, send everything off to get powder coated. And another funny thing is he's gonna have to run a really long shift knob because of the placement of the new shifter. Because the truck one was obviously way longer. It's so short, bro. What we need is some wheels. We need to get those gram lights. We need 2 buckets and a racing steering wheel. And then we also need to set up all the gauges inside. Because we need to have that before we take it to the fabricator too. I'm gonna be asking Stephanie the big question of when we're gonna be working on the Miata.
You're asking me? We haven't even talked about what exactly we're doing in that car.
LS swapping.
No LS swap.
Coilovers, camber arms, suspension upgrades, engine stuff, we're gonna have to wait. We wanna get a little ahead on my car, getting it dialed in, and then this car.
Okay, what's something easy that I can do?
Camber arms.
I mean, yeah, I can do that by ourselves. Should we keep the sleeper eyes?
Cool, but this.
Or should we go back to the stock headlights?
Dude, the pop-ups. That's what makes
Pop-ups.
them Miata like it goes like
Honestly,
that.
that's what is the coolest thing about a Miata, but I don't know. I really like the sleeper look.
I want Italian nice. That's my reward for the day. First, I was gonna eat Red Robin, but I couldn't wait for Steph to be off because she's always off super late. So I just ate a burrito.
And why?
That shit was delicious.
Where do you guys get burritos?
Well, let's in the video real quick.
Up, bro. Why don't you want to tell me?
Wow. I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We post some cool stuff, cool builds going on in the channel. Feel free to check them out. Like this video if you like what we're doing. Comment down below what you guys thought. And share it to everybody. Share it to your mama, your pops, your ex. Pretty sure if a girl's watching this, their ex is most likely into cars. If he's not, then obviously there's an issue there. So, on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.